Hello and welcome back to Jack Knives Reviews. I'm of course your host, Jack Knives. Today I will be reviewing the anime series My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex. Mizuto Irido and Yume Ayai seem to be a perfect match made in heaven, both connected by their mutual love of literature. Unfortunately, over time, their relationship within middle school separated. As fate would have it, Yume and Mizuto's parents end up together, making them now step-siblings. A rivalry starts to brew, however, their unrequited, previous, unresolved romantic relationship starts to rear its ugly head as the conflict between them and their social settings, as well as their friendships, start to create a major conflict, all while keeping it secretive of their past relationship. And now they have to struggle between their own personal feelings and their family dynamic. For those of you that have seen my Rent-A-Girlfriend review, I thank you, first off. Everything negative about that series, I could say the opposite about this one. The concept, although seeming like it comes out of a porno, is actually executed in a very wholehearted way. It touches on subjects of unrequited love, of a what-if scenario, and being forced into those romantic settings that you don't necessarily want, but it seems like some sort of, I don't know, cosmic forces pulling you together. There's subtle moments in the series that just kind of make you, really relate to the characters and make you kind of feel bad for them in their situation that really is beyond their control, as well as this kind of overwhelming will they, won't they, that doesn't really come off as too sitcom-y, but more, well, sincere and heartfelt. Like, they have these unresolved feelings, that pain that they could never really express to one another, but we get to experience from a first-hand perspective from both of them. And neither one is really right, and there aren't any really solid, concrete answers. But I think that kind of plays it in its favor. It's far more mature than it lets on, and don't get me wrong, there are some kind of goofier moments, but at its core, it is a really heartfelt series. Main characters really play off of each other, and there's also this kind of weird dynamic with them and the other characters where one has a crush on the boy, but she doesn't understand what it is to have a crush on someone, so she's kind of like forced into a sort of romanticism about him, but she doesn't know what that means. And then the other girl is like wanting so desperately to have like a bigger sister, so she's like doing everything to have the other girl be her sister. It's a weird but fun dynamic, and it doesn't really play itself too seriously at times, but then there are times where it has like a legitimately heartfelt sincerity to it that makes you want to understand and kind of relate to what they're going through, and maybe some of you may actually relate to it if you watch it. Now, despite this being my, third rom-com anime, I don't want this to just be a reoccurring thing where I review a rom-com anime all the time. Maybe next time I'll review a different type of series. But as it stands on its own, this is a perfect example of it done very, very right, in a sincere, genuine way. And it doesn't play itself too seriously, but it gets the job done. I give My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex 4.5 out of 5. Have you seen My Stepmom's Daughter is My Ex? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I'll see you next time.